was having this discussion the other day with a dear friend of mine, and we were ruminating on something we agree on, and we're trying to understand more about the topic. The topic about control. Control. Now, to me, and as a personal statement, to me, control is almost like a kryptonite, a blind spot, a debilitating disease that I come across it. I am just averse to it. I do resist it, and it really sets me into a defense mode more than not. And there's a reason for that. And it's not just my interpersonal reaction to someone who tries to control a topic, a conversation, a business meeting, or a relationship. I just never liked it. Whether in family, in business, at West Point, Army, control just I didn't vibe with that. That control, overbearing, authoritarian, autocratic approach to anything. So as I was talking to this dear friend, what would be the opposite of control? And we came up with the term nurture. Nurture. So I'm going to talk today about leading with nurture and not leading with control. Now, I mentioned before about people who have risen to or grown into positions of leadership. But I think in my experiences, and what I will stand on this platform as long as I can, it's not just about the position or the title. The action is how you listen to lead. Yes, listening to others before you lead, but also first with your Creator and to that creative force that brought you here and brought you to a so-called position of leadership or leading. That listening part before you attempt to lead serves as the engine for the productive force of your presence. That listening also serves as the engine for the productive force of your beauty. And yes, keep going further down into that infrastructure that I mentioned to you about your presence and your beauty. Also part of that engine is your drive, your discipline, and your desire. That listening part. Now, your primary focus is not on leading others. No. As important as listening is first before you lead, the primary initiative to lead is not leading others. You must lead yourself first. You do that by allowing yourself to be led by that creative power and force. You do that by allowing yourself to be led by that creative power and force that you did not create. Just to clarify that statement, you and I, we have never created anything in this world. No, not even our children. We did not create them. And definitely, we have never, ever created our thoughts. You don't create your thoughts. If you can, please see and review the other earlier episodes on this essential proposition to you that we do not actually think. That really you and I only observe the constant stream and broadcast of images, sounds, smells, and senses on a 24/7 basis. And given that, we have the challenge to have a structure, an infrastructure, if you will, a model or process to sift and wade through the garbage broadcasted to you every moment of the day. That's the fire hose you're getting every day. And then it's on us to sift out for the nuggets of wisdom that we can use on our daily resilience. And of course, I mentioned, I think a few days ago, to deposit those nuggets into your resilience bank to add to your resilience library. Now, those deposits are great, but those entries and deposits, some will grow and bloom. Some may die on the vine as ideas and grapes for wine experience relevance. Only when those ideas and inspirations serve as opportunities, they can then help you, like the references and deposits to your resilience library and bank, for example. But if you don't maintain them or attend to those deposits with regularity, you really cannot control ever how something withers or grows. You cannot mandate a time period or condition for growth to happen. I almost said you cannot mandate a time period or condition for grief to happen. I almost said that. Almost like a faux pas statement just there. An interesting, almost faux pas on this message. But actually, that seemingly non sequitur observation does apply here. Whether in the process of growth or grief, neither can we control. So whether under good, bad, or ugly conditions, in this moment or sometime in this day, the only one we can ever embrace, this day, we have to give up on a control mechanism in your mind and consider nurturing everything you do from the baseline of your heart and with the cadence of your heart. That's the only timeline you can reference. Nurture the moment, nurture the day, and all that comes with your attention to the present, ever-changing, ever-forward condition. Pay attention. Stay present. Stay current. It is always 8:20.